we'll have Lingenfelter next for you, Ken. Swap this out, we'll swing it. Yeah.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, Josh, Ken Kraetzer, CaMMVetsMedia. Good to see you. How was your practice out there today? It was a little warm and humid.
It was a little humid today. We got a little sweat going, but feels great out there. Being out there with everyone. Everyone was in good spirits, so we had a great practice today.
You certainly you've played a lot for Army. I think 27, 28 games, all 12 games last year. You got 3 or 4 catches on your career. Is there a catch that stands out for you?
I would probably say it's none of those catches. Actually, probably my yuckier catch, the 2-point conversion, because it wasn't a quarterback that threw me the ball. It was actually a fullback, Cade Ballard. So for me, that was super. It was just a fun moment for me. So we didn't really expect it to be called, and through a 2-point conversion in our swinging formation. So that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, what's interesting, looking at your stats, is that you're averaging 34 yards a catch. They got to get the ball out to you more often if you can do that. But tell us about, what is the role of the tight end in the new offense, would you say? I mean, it's more of a spread offense, maybe not as much blocking as you may have done in the past. What are some of the roles for you in the tight end position in this new offense?
Yeah, in this new offense, we're not so much playing on the line anymore, and we're not more so like I'm not playing tackle anymore. So I'm moving around a lot more. I'm doing a lot of read blocks, so read kick, read 5, and a bunch of other stuff. So, excuse me. So I'm moving a lot more lateral. I'm having to block in space a lot more and make reads and basically like make the play right. So for me, it's more so blocking in space, and I'm not so much down blocking like I used to be. Yeah, I'm just basically I have the marker last, so I make the play right.
Okay, well, we're going to look for you on Saturday at your scrimmage and see if you get some pass opportunities. And that'll be interesting to see. How do you like it? I mean, it's a change. It should be. I mean, the spring game, you were passing more than half the time. How do you like this switch to a more pass-oriented, maybe, kind of more of a conventional football style?
Yeah, I like it. It's always interesting to see, especially when watching the play from the rear too, is you can see how much the offense splits the defense. And so it gives a lot more running lanes for the running backs. And so being able not to run into like 8-man boxes a lot more, and being able to take defenders' eyes and formation them, motion them, keep them away, and letting our quarterback and running backs maneuver through space a lot more. It's very, very, very cool to see that. So.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about some of the tight ends in the program now.
Yeah, so David Crossing, he's doing an amazing job. He's really developed himself. He's being a lot more patient with his blocks. He's being more composed too, which he's starting to really be a master in blocking. So really appreciate him. And he's actually doing a great job in receiving too. So that's actually surprised me quite a bit. And so we got Tazy, who's always been a great receiving target for us. And he's really actually developed himself more as a run blocker now too.
What is his full name again?
William Montesi.
Okay.
Yep. So he's developed himself more as a run blocker now, and he's been able to thrive in this passing offense. And then Blaine Cleaver, who's been a great H-back for us in the past, and then him playing too, as well as some of these new freshmen coming in, AJ Williams also, who came in during spring, who plays with great leverage. And so he's got a few fundamental things to work on, but he's doing a great job as well.
Very good. How is it for you to be a senior, a firstie at West Point? Made all process through all the steps, all the challenges, and made it to your senior year. How is that for you?
It's kind of surreal. I've never really thought of myself as a firstie. I've always kind of because West Point was just so hard, especially as an underclassman. You kind of throw that idea of graduating at far down the tunnel. You don't really see the light. And so now that I'm here, it's kind of exciting, but I think it'll start to hit me whenever ring weekend comes. So
yeah, I was just saying, you're going to get your class ring in a few weeks. That's always a big day, a big milestone. And how is it? Do you in your company, do you find you're mentoring more of the younger cadets and on the team?
Yeah, so I probably would say I mentor the guys on the team a little bit more, just because as a first year, I'm just the assistant S2, so my role isn't too heavy in the company. So I try and mentor, especially the plebe football players, and try to let them know what they can and can't do, try and mentor them, teach them the ways, trying to hold them to the standard that Army football players should be held to.
Absolutely. What'd you do over the summer? What activities were you involved in?
So I had CLDT. So basically we went into the woods for a little over a week, and we had the 82nd Airborne come in and train us. And so that was an awesome experience. We did small platoon level tactics. So we went, did ambushes, patrol bases, defenses, raids. So that was really awesome for me. So that was a great time. And then this summer I didn't have any stats. So me and a few other guys came up to the Mikey every morning and worked out, stretch before we had our team lift. And then after the lift and conditioning, we went back down to the room and just watched film for the night and just hang out with the boys and try
Okay.
to hang out.
How is it? You got some Power 5 opponents this year. Quite a stretch going to Syracuse, hosting Boston College, and then that trip down to LSU. What is it like looking at offense, defenses like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really worry too much about like defenses. I just worry more so like what defense they play. So for me personally, I'm not one to go like knee deep into studying like who I'm playing that week, because for me it's all about me and my fundamentals, and it's nothing usually the defender usually does to me. It's how I mess up my own block or not being patient enough. So for me, it's never who we really play. It's just not letting myself beat myself in my own game. So
Very good, very good. Well, you get another shot at teams you came up a little short on last year, Coastal Carolina and Troy, for example. What's your final thought on just preparing for the season? You got 3 more weeks of practice before the trip to Louisiana Monroe. What are you going to focus on?
Me personally, I'm probably just going to be a little bit more patient with my blocks. I'm a little too quick to get there sometimes. I'm a little more too forward center of my center of gravity. So trying to be more patient to stay in my blocks a little longer. So that's probably my number one focus.
Very good, Josh. Good to talk with you. I hope you get a whole bunch more of those 34-yard pass completions this year. So great to talk with you. We'll see you out there at the scrimmage on Saturday.
Thank you, sir. You have a great
Have
one.
a good rest of the day.
You too.